Hey there. Just want to take a few minutes to have us ponder the possibility that you might take rest in order to manifest, and that might be a good thing. So I've got like 7 points here that I just want to cover off quickly. So just keep in mind, number one is consider that your energy is precious. So precious. It's life force energy given from your creator source to enable you to do all that your heart's desires. Be able to bring you joy and feel your passions, and to serve others, and to create a community, and so on. And this life force energy is something that sometimes we take for granted. We just assume we're going to wake up every morning and everything's getting to be good. But consider if you hold it to a higher value, maybe you might be more mindful as to where your energy is going. Maybe you have situations, or perhaps there's lack of boundaries in your life that is allowing your energy to get siphoned from you because people are trying to take advantage of you because you haven't been really clear with them, and so on. Perhaps there's people in your life that you feel compelled to kind of do everything for them, when in essence they should be being accountable for their own behavior and step up to the mark and get things accomplished through their own means, not by having someone else do it, and so on. There's so many things to consider, but in light of considering that your energy is precious, maybe we'll just consider how we're dealing with our energy. So that would be number one. Number two would be to realize that if you had more rest, could that translate into being maybe more productive with less effort? Because if your body is in a rested state, chances are all the pistons are firing really well. Have you ever left your desk to go do something, then you walk into a room and you didn't know why you were there, and you had to come back to your desk in order to figure out what it was you were in the midst of trying to accomplish? I mean, things like that happen all the time, of course, but maybe with more rest, we can have more of an efficient day, and we're not spending our energy going in circles or doing things that are redundant, or maybe we could do things more efficiently just because we're in a more of a rested state. So let's not underestimate the value of rest, because the rest, of course, enhances our energy, right? So consider number three would be consider how you could increase your inner resources for energy. Quite often we're fixated on our diet and our exercise and workout and that in order to get this energy working well and so on. I'm not saying that's wrong. That's absolutely the way it should be. But perhaps there's other things that we can do as well. Things that we can do for the inside to help us recalibrate our body maybe more quickly. Maybe we can spend a little bit more time in nature, or go for a walk, or go walk the dog, or perhaps there's a meditation kind of a music that we can have a cup of tea and just put the music on without the lyrics and sound, but just the sounds. Perhaps there's things that you can just add to your repertoire of things. Maybe your nighttime routine. Maybe you can change your bedroom. Maybe you can change some of the lighting earlier on in the evening, and so on. Maybe there's things that you can do. Learn more about meditation, or learn about your chakras and source out the energy and how things are feeling, and so on. Get more in touch with your body, doing some yoga, doing some stretching. What can you do to help your body recalibrate and have you feel like you're in more control of how your energy is reinforced, or to protect it from being depleted? So number four would be consider the fact that with all the things you have to do in any given day, maybe you could trust Spirit to give you more wisdom to do all the things you need to do in a more efficient manner. If you take the intellect, you take all the information that we go through, and we have all of our master lists of things that we have to accomplish. If we filter that through our heart space, chances are Spirit can take that information and maybe help us recalibrate things in a way that we can do things more efficiently, or do it in a wiser fashion. Maybe we're just used to doing things by habit, or patterns, or this is the way it's always been done, this is the way I always do it, this works best for me, and so on. But just consider, perhaps there might be a different way of doing it. There might be a wiser way of accomplishing all the things you want to do in your day, which may take less effort. So just consider that might be a possibility. Number 5 would be seek high energy people, situations, places, spaces. High energy, I'm referring to not the high intensity machine kind of pressure. I'm talking about high energy, let's say high frequency, high energy that you can stay in a state of being upbeat, stay in a state of being productive and effective in a way that works with you, rather than having things that keep depleting you. So maybe it's a choice of people. Maybe you can choose a different room or change something in your office. What can you do to recalibrate your space, and the energy around you in order to support you, so there's not so many highs and lows throughout the day, that you can kind of peak and plateau and be more effective throughout the day. So that would be number 5. So number 6 would be, consider the best thing you can do for yourself is be generous to yourself. Love yourself first. Focus on yourself. Treat yourself to the highest regard as you possibly can, because people around you will learn to follow your example, and they'll treat you with the same respect as you treat yourself. So once you begin to treat yourself first, and you get the rest, you get the nourishment, you get the exercise, you get the recalibration, you get all the senses, you get the inner resources pumping really well, you feel like you're in more control of your energy, and you have all the ways to keep it sustained. That means you have so much more to give. That means you can easily be generous to all those around you. It's difficult sometimes when you want to give, but you don't have the energy, or you don't have the mental capacity to go the extra mile. So just consider, first of all, give to yourself first, and make that a priority as well. Number 7, do what works in alignment with you. Get to know yourself well enough to know your authentic self, what is efficient for you, what your gifts and what your talents are. Do what's best for you, and be cautious about quickly conforming to someone else's style or someone else's rhythm, someone else's pattern. Not to be obstinate or not to be difficult, but just consider that your rhythm that might be unique to you. It needs to be respected, just like your energy needs to be respected as being precious. So consider that you have good ways of doing things. Get in touch with your body, get in touch with your rhythms, start to assess what you're really good at and how you're good at it, and don't rush to conform to someone else's way. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, there's 7 quick pointers about how to make sure your energy is savored and valued, and chances are rest in order to manifest will become a reality. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.